Is the Black Lives Matter movement and the KKK the same thing? With the recent horrific events in Charlottesville, Virginia, there's been a lot of comparisons made on social media between the Black Lives Matter movement and the KKK. There are people who have been comparing the two as both being extremist, violent groups. But are they two sides of the same coin? In case you were living under a rock, tragedy struck in Charlottesville, Virginia just a few days ago as Nazi groups, white nationalists, and other alt-right extremists took to Emancipation Park for a Unite the Right rally. Armed with torches, Nazi symbols, and flags, and even guns, they came as if they were prepared for battle, and that's because they were expecting one. Nobody plans a peaceful protest when they come armed with torches, military-style armor, and guns. As this hate-fueled protest grew, groups counter-protesting arrived, including Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Ultimately, the Nazi and white nationalist groups' protest ended in the death of 32-year-old Heather Heyer when one of the white nationalists rammed his car into a crowd of anti-Nazi protesters. And just like that, we began hearing that Black Lives Matter is just as bad as the KKK. For those that ignorantly believe that, here's a little history on both groups. The Ku Klux Klan was started by 6 Confederate soldiers in the late 1860s in Pulaski, Tennessee, as a Christian fraternity whose goal was to restore white supremacy through any means necessary. They used violence, riots, intimidation, and murder to suppress the equality of minorities, particularly African Americans. The KKK has a long, violent history that is well documented, from burning crosses on the lawns of African Americans to dragging black human beings behind moving cars. The Black Lives Matter movement was spawned in 2012 in the wake of the death of Trayvon Martin. Their website states, "Black Lives Matter is a forum intended to build connections between black people and their allies, to fight anti-black racism, to spark dialogue among black people, and to facilitate the types of connections necessary to encourage social action and engagement. The motto of the Black Lives Matter movement is freedom and justice for all." Clearly, an organization whose goal is to violently reign supreme over other races is not in any way on the same moral plane as an organization who's looking for equality of all races. For the people trying to place blame on any of the groups that were protesting the Nazi rally, I simply have to say this to you. In the 1940s, an entire generation of brave men and women put their lives on the line to destroy Nazis, and now you're defending them. There's a world of difference between the Black Lives Matter movement and the Ku Klux Klan. One is looking for equality for all, while the other is looking for supremacy over all. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, so if you found this video interesting, please like and subscribe for more content. I'm Kyle McMahon. Thanks for watching.